which of the following is not a quadratic function? So recall that a quadratic function has the following standard form. Now there's different varieties of ways I can make the quadratic function look, but this is considered the standard form. We have some leading coefficient of a multiplied by x squared, plus then some coefficient of b multiplied then by x, plus some coefficient of c. All right. Now, what our job, now remember, the most important term out of all three of these is going to be the ax squared, or in other words, even still the x squared term, really. So what you want to do is you want to try and identify functions here out of the list of 4 that we have that do not go higher than a squared power of x. Or in other words, that does not go higher than 2 in the exponent. As soon as you see a function that has a power higher than 2 for x, it's not a quadratic. It might be something else, like a quartic or a cubic or something along those lines. So in my first choice, I actually notice that I have an x to the 4th power. Ooh, right away. No good. This is not a quadratic function. You cannot have a power higher than 2 in your variable. Okay, so that sounds actually really good as far as the answer. Let's just take a look at the remaining 3. This term is indeed a quadratic. Now, even though it doesn't have, you might say, well, wait a minute, it's missing this kind of c thing, this constant, right? Then this would look really close to this. Well, that is true. However, remember, the most important term here is this. So once you see an x squared and nothing higher than x squared, it's a quadratic function. Okay? So that is a quadratic function. All right. Next, this is in standard. It's beautiful, right? I mean, it's in standard form. You might say, beautiful? What? I don't know. It is beautiful. It's beautiful because it's so simple, right? It matches to this perfectly. So here is our a coefficient, our b coefficient, and our c. So the a is a positive 2, b is a negative 7, and c is going to be a positive 3. So that is actually a quadratic function. And last but not least, this also follows the standard form beautifully. The a value is actually positive 1, the b value is a positive 2, and the c value is a positive 1. Remember, these terms, though, out here are not really the important terms. You're looking for that x squared, nothing lower and nothing higher. Okay, in other words, if you had a function like, if you had f of x, okay, is going to be equal to x minus 4, that's not a quadratic. You need at least an x squared term. If I place that in, now it's a quadratic. If I take it away, not a quadratic. Quadratic, not a quadratic. Quadratic, not a quadratic. Quadratic, not a quadratic. Thank you so very much for tuning in. I really do hope this helped. And remember, the answer to this is right here. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.
For more practice and for more fun, go to glazersguide.com.
And for more practice and for more fun, come on, go to glazersguide.com.